April 1945. The world above was screaming. The city of Berlin, once the pride of an empire, was now a landscape of twisted steel, black smoke, and the relentless thunder of Soviet artillery. But 30 feet beneath the shattered streets, protected by 4 meters of reinforced concrete, lay a world of eerie, absolute silence. This was the Führerbunker, the final hiding place of the most feared man in history. In these rare, restored archival frames, we aren't just looking at a building, we are looking at the tomb of an ideology. Today, we step into the darkness of those final 24 hours to witness the end of a nightmare. This is the story of a world that vanished into the earth and what remains of it in the year 2026. The Führerbunker was a marvel of grim engineering. It wasn't just a basement, it was a self-contained ecosystem. Divided into 2 levels, the upper Führerbunker and the deeper Hauptbunker, it housed over 30 rooms, including a private medical suite, a map room for military briefings, and a sophisticated ventilation system that hummed day and night. Archival photographs reveal a strange, claustrophobic luxury. While millions of Germans faced starvation and fire in the ruins above, the inner circle inside these concrete walls lived in a delusional bubble, drinking expensive wine and discussing a victory that was no longer possible. The air was thick with the smell of diesel, damp concrete, and the creeping realization that there was no way out. As we move into the final 24 hours, the atmosphere inside the bunker shifted from desperation to a ghost-like calm. Rare records describe Hitler's final meal, a simple pasta dish and a quiet wedding ceremony to Eva Braun in a cramped study. To look at the vintage photos of the staff during these hours is to see faces stripped of hope. The high-ranking officers, once commanders of millions, were now reduced to shadows in a hallway, waiting for the inevitable. The thousand-year Reich had shrunk to a few windowless rooms. It was here, amidst the maps of a conquered Europe, that the final decisions were made. On April 30th, at approximately 3:30 p.m., the silence of the bunker was broken by a single, definitive gunshot. The aftermath of the end is where history turns into a dark mystery. Following Hitler's strict orders, his remains were carried up to the small garden of the Chancellery and burned with cans of gasoline while Soviet shells rained down. For decades, the fate of those remains sparked global conspiracies. Did he escape? Did the fire finish the job? Rare archival footage from the Soviet investigation shows soldiers sifting through the charred soil, looking for fragments of a man who had changed the world. This garden, once a place of secret meetings, became the ultimate crime scene of the 20th century. Even today, forensic historians analyze the smallest bone fragments, trying to close the final chapter of a story that the world is still trying to process. Perhaps the most haunting part of this journey is the transition to 2026. If you walk through the heart of Berlin today, you won't find a museum or a dark monument at this site. Instead, you find an ordinary, sunlit parking lot. Children play nearby, and tourists walk over the very spot where the bunker sits crushed and filled with rubble beneath the asphalt. The German government intentionally erased the physical signs of the bunker to prevent it from becoming a pilgrimage site for hate. To see the 1945 footage of a burning empire layered over the quiet, everyday life of 2026 is a staggering reminder of time's power to bury even the greatest terrors. The earth has reclaimed the concrete, and the silence of the parking lot is the only witness left. History is a cycle of construction and destruction. The Führerbunker stands as a warning, a reminder that power built on hatred will always end in a windowless room. These rare archives allow us to look back so that we never have to look forward to such a darkness again. As we look at the peaceful streets of Berlin today, we see the resilience of humanity to move past its darkest hours. What do you think? Is it right to leave such a significant historical site unmarked, or should the bunker be reopened as a museum of warning? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe as we continue to uncover the hidden layers of our shared past.